Hello friends and welcome to yet another video on TutorialsPoint with me Richa. Well, today under this particular module we will talk about tips for leaders. Well, if you are somebody who's watching the video who wants to become a great leader, this is a particular module I would really urge you to watch out for. In this module we will talk about many tips and tricks to become a good leader. So let's take a look at the agenda for us today. Well, we will talk about what exactly is the meaning of a leader, identify the factors determining a leader's influence, identify the qualities of a good leader, identify different leadership styles, and also we will talk about certain nice quotes from experts. What exactly is a name or rather a leader all about? Many of us have heard different types of leadership definition in our day-to-day life. We keep hearing about how it's important to be a leader and not to be a manager. Well, today people like working with those kind of people who really lead the team together rather than being a little bossy and being authoritative. We now recommend leaders to be more friendly and approachable towards their team members. So hence, a leader is somebody who leads or commands a particular group, a person who has followers who people follow and exercises influence and power. But even the power and influence is in a positive way exercised, not in a negative manner. Let us now take a look at what are the qualities of a good leader. Well, if you are wanting to become a leader or in the scope of becoming a good leader, here is what are the qualities. You need to be a very honest person. Somebody who's a leader needs to be honest with himself, honest with his fellow members. The ability to delegate. A leader doesn't do everything by himself or herself. She or he delegates work to people, which makes sure that teamwork is being really highlighted on. The ability to communicate. A leader is not someone who will be in his or her own shell. They are extrovert people who like to communicate. They have a great sense of humor. They like to burst certain complex problems with the help of series of jokes. Now these, having a sense of humor of a leader is a definite good quality. And definitely they are somebody who have loads and loads of confidence in themselves. Some more qualities of a good leader are they are also very committed to themselves. They are committed to them as well as they are committed to the tasks that they are at. They always have a positive attitude. They believe a lot in creativity. So the leader is somebody who looks at the same problem from different angles and tries to get a very creative solution to those problems. The ability to inspire. A leader is somebody who people really look up to as an inspiration, and they definitely have a strong sense of intuition. They're not likely to follow orders just for the heck of it. They're people who listen to their heart, listen to what their intuition is saying, and then they take that forward. Let us now take a look at sources of power of the leader. Well, sometimes different ways in which power can come to you as a leader, and these are legitimate power, which comes down from hierarchy, and if a grandfather or great-grandfather was a leader, it somehow goes down the hierarchy, so in terms of legitimate power. There are also times wherein reward power is given, means a leader is rewarded and recognized, and hence that kind of leader becomes, comes from reward power. Expert power, at times you may be the SME or the subject matter expertise on a particular domain or functionality, and because of which you are somebody who looks at an expert power. You also can become a leader by coercion, by fighting for it and really trying to become physical about it. You try to coerce the power in terms of really doing it in a nasty way. And referent power, which is basically somebody refers you as a leader, and because of that reference you get a chance to be a leader. Well, certain expectations from modern day leaders. Gone are the times of traditional old-fashioned way of having leaders wherein they were very bossy and they showed across that they are leaders. They made sure that everyone followed them, etc. Well friends, today modern time leader is somebody who's completely different, and this is how it is. Modern day leaders like to tell stories. They will create a nice weave around a particular domain area, and they like to tell stories. They're also a little vulnerable. When I say vulnerable, means that they are a little, they like to give their heart a lot of more importance than only their mind. And they're somebody who can be very sensitive and emotional as well, and that's a quality of a good leader. They also like to build leaders. So leaders try to make more and more leaders. They show a lot of appreciation. They will reward, recognize, and they will really appreciate good work and when it is done. Reinforce the principles, and that's what modern leaders do. They reinforce people to believe in themselves and really follow them. Certain more expectations of modern leaders are they promote vision, a vision of themselves, vision of the team, vision of the department, vision of the company. They compel greatness. They show a lot of empathy. A good leader today likes to put himself into other person's shoes and tries to feel things from their point of view rather than enforcing their things on somebody. A good leader is somebody who really is good at empathizing with people. They reward their team members as and when a good achievement comes along. They like to reward, celebrate together. Celebrate small and medium or big achievements. Every achievement which happens, a leader is somebody who takes everyone with him rather than walking alone. He takes everyone together to the mission and vision of the company. Well, there are different styles of leadership, and we have seen in the traditional way as well, there are different styles of leadership, and hence these are what they are. Visionary kind of a style is somebody who mobilizes people towards a particular vision. So somebody who is basically taking everyone in alignment with the company's vision and mission is what a visionary leader is. A coaching person or a leader who is also a coach is somebody who tries to develop people for the future. So they really work on individuals and make sure that they are ready for the future. They bring out the best in their people. Affiliative creates an emotional bond as well as harmony, and that's how they take their people forward with them. Any leadership style that imposes too many rapid changes will increase disengagement, and hence a leader today, you will not see them changing their mind often. They stick to what they say and they make sure that everyone follows that in a positive way. So they're democratic, means they think about everyone rather than themselves. Build consensus through participation, and they also do a lot of pace setting, which is expect excellence and self-direction. And they are also commanding, which means demand immediate compliance. So well friends, these were the three ways or styles in which a modern leader is shown themselves to be. There are certain factors determining a leader's influence. Let's take a look at that. The nature of the leader, how the personality of the leader is, the nature of the followers, the leader's behavior, the organizational situation, the follower's behavior, and the leader's capacity to influence people. Now these are all factors which determine how good or influential a particular leader is. By looking at all these qualities which I have just mentioned to you, you can understand what kind of a leader that particular leader would be. Well, certain quotes from experts. John F. Kennedy said it very nicely when he said that leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. They really go hand in hand. The day you said that I don't want to learn means you stop being a leader, and vice versa. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said it again in a very beautiful quote saying, "Let me define a leader. He must have vision and passion and not be afraid of any problem. Instead, he should know how to defeat it. Most importantly, he must work with integrity." And hence this is one of, again, my personal favorites from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Great leaders are grateful for members' contribution, and bad leaders, they think every member can be replaced easily and won't value them. The mark of a good leader is somebody who really values relationships. Well, to conclude, let me again give you a quick summary of what we've learned today, who exactly a leader is, what are the qualities of a great leadership. We also understood that great leaders have, modern leaders are expected to perform in a certain way. Gone are the traditional times of what a leader used to be and how he used to work. Today, the modern day leaders are expected to really make sure that they are there for their people, they're empathetic, sympathetic, as well as they take people along with them to the vision and mission of the company. Rather than being bossy, they are people who are really friendly to each other and make sure that people follow them, for not for the sake of following, but because of their friendly attitude, people like them. I do hope you've enjoyed listening to this particular module on how to become a good leader or tips of being a nice leader. Thank you for watching us. Keep watching, more videos coming your way. Thank you once again.